Hello lovelies, welcome to another episode of Wedding Wednesday Q&A where we answer your wedding questions. Today's question is, should we consider having a wedding at a restaurant? Great question. Restaurants can only often associated with celebrations and events, but not really weddings, which is totally understandable. After all, weddings usually require more tables, a dance floor, a DJ booth, a space for the bar, and all those other requirements. But that's not always the case, is it? There are amazing restaurants with great layouts that allow you to work around your own floor plan goals. Some restaurants can accommodate your wedding and can possibly save you some money. You get great in-house food, you can plug into their existing sound system, you can have bar access, a great staff, an intimate vibe, and just all the good stuff all together. It's just a matter of finding the right restaurant. And so today, we've rounded up reasons as to why you should consider having your wedding at a restaurant. First on the list is the quality of food. If you've eaten at this restaurant before and you absolutely love the food, then this might be a great decision for you. You can have a wedding reception at one of your favorite restaurants. The flavor and the quality of food are the most important factors you should consider while booking a restaurant. It might even be at the restaurant where you and your partner had your first date or anniversary dinner. It can be more than just a restaurant, but a venue that has a personal significance to you and your partner. Second is that restaurants are great for intimate weddings. Restaurants with a great layout is a great venue for intimate weddings. Work with a wedding consultant or a designer to help you develop design and layout possibilities. You will be surprised about what you can do and achieve in a restaurant setting. We are going to talk about possible savings for our third reason on the list. You don't need to hire more vendors as catering, decor, and music are usually available in-house. However, if you need to make it fancier, then of course you can spend on decor and other vendors further. But for the most part, restaurants have great decor already that you can maximize and add to. It is, however, good to mention that to book out a restaurant, there is usually a minimum spend. That means if you are to book it on a Saturday night, you will have to meet the minimum spend requirement. With your guest count, per plate price, and alcohol selection, more often than not, you can reach this minimum with no problem. You can also choose a per consumption bar, which is a great option if your guests are not heavy drinkers. Now, let's talk about rentals. If you have decided to go with a restaurant that already has amazing decor and in-house furniture, you might have to work on the layout and some rearranging, but not necessarily in need to rent extra chairs, tables, and linens. It is good to note that restaurant tables are narrower and more of a rectangular square shape, which means you will need less table decor. You can fancy it up with dried flower arrangements, minimalist decor, and rent flameless candles. Speak to your wedding designer to help you rearrange the current restaurant configuration to your wedding vision. Now, let's talk about event management. Restaurants usually have their shift manager and even event planner on site for each event and wedding. They know the kitchen well enough to get things going. Most restaurants also have in-house DJ, band, or performers that usually play on the days you have it bought out. Ask the restaurant if they're able to refer you to them, and you will most likely get them at a better rate than to go searching for these vendors on your own. Now let's talk about partying. The question always lies, where can we put the dance floor at a restaurant? This is an absolutely fair question. Depending on the restaurant you choose, most lounge restaurants have extra space for a dance floor or for a band or a DJ, as they probably do those on the weekend anyways. Another thing is that you can easily move things around and create a space for the dance floor. You can label the dance floor with a monogram or outline it with floor stickers that you can easily order online and also remove right after your event. Like what we have mentioned before, when you work with a wedding consultant or designer, they can see past beyond what is there and will give you ideas and designs that will blow your mind. They will be able to show you the possibilities that will help you achieve your vision. Another thing we love about restaurants is that they have multiple areas and sections. Depending on the number of your guests, if the restaurant of your choice has multiple floors, you can make use of it for different activities for your wedding, like for cocktail hour, for dancing, lounging, or even for your photo booth. Most restaurants also have great accessibility, as well as parking or even valet services. They have in-house front desk that can assist your guests with seating, or if there are any directions needed to be provided. Other areas or sections in the restaurant can be used as a getting ready area or even a family area. This is great, especially if you have some elderly or kids in your guest list. Now let's talk about privacy. Since you're buying out the restaurant, unlike bigger venues with multiple events happening at the same time, you have the whole space to yourself. There is a lot of personalization, customization, and of course, privacy. Last but definitely not least is the option to have creative seating and layout. One of the best things about a restaurant is that you can creatively seat your guests and create your own floor plan. There will be a lot of possibilities you can play around with. Non-traditional layout and decor will create a unique and memorable experience for your guests. And there you are, reasons why you should consider having your wedding at a restaurant. As always, we're here to support you and inspire you to celebrate life and love. Download your free wedding planning kit linked in the description below and get more info on how you can send your wedding questions in, as well as enter a monthly giveaway. Until next time, lovelies, bye!